in love with you. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's Cle'era in the shade, back in the building with another video. I'm whack. It's fine. I'm cute though. No, but today I am going to be showing you guys how to get this inspired blue, turquoise, baby blue sky makeup look. I've just been really inspired by color lately, especially like a lot of blue, yellow, pink, green, orange, the rainbow pretty much. Honestly, it's gonna be my first time. I mean, I played around with it, but this is gonna be my first time actually on camera, seeing what comes out. Anyway, if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. I hope you enjoy my energy, enjoy this video. Also, make sure you hit the thumbs up if you like this video, which you will. I do have music playing in the background, so just excuse that. I am going to be turning that off actually because YouTube copyrights. So first, I'm going to be using drugstore products for the most part. I have like a few name brand things like Bobbi Brown and Artistry and Mary Kay, but that's about it. Everything else is Morphe, Maybelline, Elf, and that's about it. So first I'm going to be starting off with my matte poreless Fit Me foundation, and this is in shade, I believe, 340. Oh yeah, it's a cappuccino shade. It works good with oily skin, so it does give a matte finish. My skin is just oily naturally, so this works. It balances out because either way, even though this is a matte foundation, my skin is still going to oil up. But first, let's start with my Elf primer. This is also for oily skin, and it pretty much diminishes those pores that I have. I don't know if you guys have that problem, but I do. So I'm just gonna squirt about this much on my hand. I'm going to mainly focus it where I tend to get oily, which is pretty much that T-zone, a little bit more over my forehead. But I like to kind of press it in and like, I don't know, like I'm pressing it in, but I'm also like smoothing it out. And I only keep it in that T-zone because that's all I really need to worry about. And also in my T-zone, I'm going to go in with my Aspen Loose Face Powder. This is just going to help with that oiliness and my large pores. I saw this trick a long time ago. Someone brought it to the world's attention. I don't really know who to give the credit to, but sometimes it works for me. I just haven't put on a full face in a really long time. So yeah, I'm just going to blot this only where I get oily. So I pretty much get oily, like I said, all up in this T-zone, and this is where my pores tend to like to peek through, and my pores are pretty big. So yeah, only up in there do I like to do this, because I still like some sort of glow to pretty much peek through that matte look. And because my skin is already like oily, the matte is not going to last long. So then I'm just going to put, I like to do hands. I know some people aren't like that, but I have to have some sort of palette. And I dip my beauty blender. Sorry, this beauty blender is like raggedy. I need a new one. But I dip it on here and then just blot around my face. We just gonna get all up in there. I tried doing my eyebrows off camera, but I was getting frustrated because I was just trying to hurry up and get started. Really have no reason to rush, but I was just really excited to get started for this video, and I was like, you know what, I'ma just, whoa, that was a lot. I'ma just do my eyebrows on camera. So they're like halfway finished. You know, I haven't done a full face like this in so long. You don't even know. I just poured like way too much foundation on my hand. I hate wasting stuff. I'ma save it. I got it. Just gonna scoop that in there. Boom, boom. That's how you do that. My mama raised me to never waste stuff, so that's cool. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and get into these brows a little bit better. So what I like to do just to stay, you know, pretty neat and clean throughout my makeup, because I can get messy real quick, is I like to take makeup wipes, and I'm going to be using the Aveeno wipes. Just wiping my hand just to stay clean. I'm also going to wipe my brows a little bit because I had started them, didn't finish them, and you know, yeah, I hate when that happens because then the brows just be looking even more raggedy. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Ultra Precise Pencil. And I kind of like my brows to be an ombre brow. I like to start with a very light line at the front. So you don't want it to be too harsh. Otherwise you will get those harsh looking brows. I like more of a natural brow. So as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm making very light light strokes. And I'm just following the shape of my brow with this light stroke. Which your girl needs your brows done. Her brows done bad. And then I just do like these little hair strokes going upward, but they're very light. Yeah, so I'm essentially just creating the shape of my brow. And then I'm gonna brush all that in. You know, like I said, these brows are kind of already finished, halfway finished. Tried wiping it off without bothering my foundation. Okay, so now that I have that with the pencil, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. pomade. I'm not sure what shade this is in, but I think it's like espresso. And then I also just got this e.l.f. flat. It's a liner brush, but I use it for my eyebrows, cause honey. And I'm just going to, and again, light strokes, just to fill in my brow to get the desired color. And you guys, also, Makeup by Shayla. She pretty much inspired me to get back on track with, you know, the reason why I even wanted to start YouTube. Because initially when I wanted to start YouTube, like decades ago, no, just kidding, but no, like seriously, like I wanted to start YouTube years ago, but I felt like I didn't have the resources, I didn't have all the tools I felt like I needed. So, you know, for a long time, it held me back. And yeah, I don't know, she just inspired me because I've been watching a lot of her videos. So, shout out to you, Makeup by Shayla. You inspire me, even if you don't know. Which I'm sure you don't. Why would you know? So, next I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Deep Chestnut. So, it's a little lighter than my foundation, but not too much lighter. It's kind of more of my complexion, closer to my complexion. I'm just gonna take this flat brush to, you know, clean up my brows. So for the top, I don't really like to do too much shaping at the top because I feel like when I do that, it creates this very boxed shape looking brow. And that is the last thing that I want. Is a boxed shape looking brow. Like I hate brows like that. Like I like more of a natural looking brow more than anything. And I also do not like going in with a very light concealer to shape my brows because I also feel like that doesn't look as natural as I would like it to. So once I go in with that flat brush, I go in with another like foundation brush just to kind of buff and blend everything in a little bit more smoother. You gotta be patient. That's one thing I also realized with makeup. Be patient with these looks and blend. Take your time to blend, sis. I'm talking to myself. So next I'm going to go ahead and conceal. So I want to go in with my e.l.f. concealer first. Just so I make sure like those dark spots, dark circles, all that jazz is really covered before I go in with like a highlight. I'm going to use the same beauty blender. Also I have a scar right here that I really like to make sure is covered sometimes. Other times I don't really let it bother me. Every now and then I want, you know, my skin to look like flawless. That's fine. I was gonna do a contour, but I think I just want to do like just a small contour, so I'll probably just do more like a bronze. Okay, so concealer is good. Now is time for highlight. So I'm going to make these strokes, streaks, strokes. Now I'm gonna go in with my Aspen setting powder, and I just dipped it. I usually like to use the top just so I'm not like doing too much with what's already in there. And I don't believe in that whole baking thing. So I just literally melt it into my skin as much as possible. And I also like to make sure I'm getting in between like my nose, because that's where I get oily, like where, you know, your smile lines are. All right, so that is all set. Now I'm going to go in with my Mary Kay bronzer. This is bronze 4. And this is just going to give me more of a contour. I just want a light contour, so that's why I'm not really, you know, trying to go in with like an actual cream contour or anything like that. All right, so I'm gonna go in with my Technique brush. I don't know what this is called because it faded away, but it's gonna be a contour brush today. And so I use my top again and just dip a little bit, kind of dust it off like this, and then I'm just going to place, because this comes off very dark, so I'm going to just pull back any hair pieces that I have and pretty much just place like where I want that powder to go, just like that. Same side, just so I have like some sort of guide of where I want this powder to sit on my face. And then I just blend it in. And I'm kind of using this more of an upward motion. And it's all about building for bronzer with me, or like any type of contouring, because I don't like to start off too harsh, you know, because once it's on there, it's on there. Ain't no going back. And then we're just gonna do a little here. And so I'm also just gonna go back in with another Real Techniques foundation brush and contour my nose a little bit with it. So I'm gonna start from my brow almost and just kind of come down. Now it's time for the shadow. I don't know if I showed you guys what really inspired me to do this baby blue sky look. It was Jasmine Brown. She made this post of her like in the sky, well, not in the sky, but this right here, I've seen a lot of, you know, looks like that anyway, but that one I was like, oh yes, hunty, serve for me. Y'all want to know one of the most annoying things about doing makeup? It's when your eye waters. So annoying. Okay. So I'm going to be using this palette I've just been playing with, the James Morphe palette. But it has all these beautiful colors in here. If I could open it. All these beautiful colors. Like, you guys, I'm trying to fit us both in here, but only one of us can shine. And it's this palette. So I'm going to be using more of these kind of colors up in here. Yes. And I do want a little bit of a nice transition shade. So I think for me, that's going to be yellow. I think. No, I'm gonna just do like a nude brown, like those neutral colors are always nice transition shades. So I'm going to go in my crease. So I feel like my eyelids are weird. It's like, I don't know, they're just weird to me. So yeah, I'm just starting in these circular motions and just bringing that in my crease. So I think I'm going to go in with actually my Naked palette, and I'm going to go in with Faith because it's kind of a similar color. I just don't want it super dark. You know, I just want a nice little transition shade. I'm going to go in with this white color. Never mind, it's not white. It's called Flashback. I'm gonna go in with Flashback so I have a good pigment of the blue coming through. And I'm actually gonna go in with this same flat brush that I did use for my concealer, just cleaning it off. But I'm just going to do like a circular motion. So like, you know, very circular motion like such. And I'm going to pat that on my eyelids. And actually, as a matter of fact, before I do that, I do want to put like some powder down here so that way for fallout, I can catch it that way. I know I look crazy, but just trust me. What I'm going to do next is I am going to go in with this, where's that? This darker blue right here. It's actually called Hello. No, it's called Playground. I'm going to go on Playground and then Hello first. So Hello is just going to kind of be on the outskirts. Ooh. I don't want it to be all about Playground. I want it to be about Hello. Just place it on the out corners of my eyes. I'm literally just going to place it there. Now I'm going to go in with Hello. And I'm going to use that flat brush again when I find it. Actually, before I do that, I do have this liner that I feel like would help. Like a Glam Vice liner. And you have to wet it. It's called Glam Vice. And it is a pastel. So I have to wet it first. So I like to just put water in the opposite top. Just a little bit. And I'm going to dip my brush in the water and then dip it in here. And then I'm going to create. And then I'm going to go on with Hello. And I'm going to pat that on there. This is the color I've been waiting for. Oh, it's so pretty and icy and like, I just freaking love it. And I'm just going over all that other blue because you know that's all I really wanted was for it to just blend like beautifully, and it did. I really do just want it to kind of have like this very light ombre to it, like if that makes any sense. Like I didn't even really want a huge crease. I just wanted this to be a beautiful buffed out blue. So yeah, I'm just going back in with my brush and just kind of blending and buffing everything out. So now I'm going to go back in with that liner and I'm going to use my liner brush. And now I'm just going to pretty much just dust everything off. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with some bronzer. And then I'm going to pop on some lashes. Okay, so I'm gonna go on with my Artistry mascara, Studio mascara, before I put on my lashes. So because I don't really have lips, I overline. I can't find the lip gloss that I want, so I'm just going to use my, it's just like a cheap like beauty brand, not beauty brands, but hair store supply lip gloss. Something very neutral. So first I'm gonna go on with my Bobbi Brown blush. It is Cranberry. I don't even know if they still sell this. Just pat. And I really like this one eyeshadow as a highlight, so I'm gonna be using that. added some mascara on the bottom. I also just want to do quick little I want to put some eyeshadow underneath my eye too. Alright you guys, so this is my completed look. I hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, like I said, I didn't know what I was doing. It just came out the way I expected it to, and I'm so happy that it did. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this journey with me. If you haven't already, make sure you did hit that subscribe button, and if you did enjoy this video, hit that thumbs up and stay tuned for my next videos. Thanks guys.